Do you want to have insane movement and insane aim like the pros? Well, I got you with these controller settings, man. With these controller settings, your aim will be insane. You'll feel like you have aimbot and your movement will just be so good. You don't even need a scuff controller, man. Scuffs are for losers. I don't use a scuff and I play like I have one. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting you on right now. So yeah, if the video does help you, leave a like. And yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with the aiming input device, of course, we want controller because this is a controller settings video. Edit button layout, we want bumper, jumper, tactical. Now, I've always said this in my videos. Basically, this is going to make it so you can jump, slide, do all your movement that you need without having to take your right thumb off your right stick. This basically means you cannot complain about movement ever again. You have the best possible control, so easy to do movement. L1 to jump and R3 to slide. Now, this seems a little weird. You're going to have to get used to it. It'll take about a week, and after a week, you'll be so much better. If you play tactical, it's the same thing as tactical. It just switches your X and your L1. I'm telling you right now, this is one of the best changes you can make. If you haven't made it already, change this control layout right now, and you'll be so much better. Next is bumper, ping, and flip these things. I keep these off, but you can flip these if you want to flip this on top because people like to shoot with R1. It will be a lot better. Stick layout presets, don't change this one. This one's weird. Don't even do that. Controller vibration off. Make sure this is off. You don't want this to be on ever because if this is on, it's going to ruin your aim when you're shooting and stuff. And of course, you want it to be off. Dead zone inputs. Now, I would recommend testing it and moving your right sticks around like this and your left stick and stuff like that, and then letting go of it and seeing if it's automatically moving. If it's like a little shifting like this, you see how the right stick's shifting a little bit. You want to check if it's shifting. So if I put mine all the way on 0, move my left stick, you see how it's shifting a little bit. You don't want that. So that's why you want to keep it at a point where the lowest you can and it doesn't shift. For me, that's 3 and 5. The left stick's normally going to be a little lower than the right stick one, and you want to make sure the max is not 99. You want to make sure it's 90 or something, because that you don't have to push your right stick and left stick all the way for it to trigger the maximum effect. Trust me, man, that's how you're going to want to do this one. For your left trigger and right trigger, you want to keep this both on 0. The reason is because that means you can barely press it and quickly register you shooting. So people used to complain about how R2 and L2 were pretty bad because you could use R1 and L1 and it would be better because it would be faster. But now you can cause it to trigger without as much input, and it's a lot better if you put it on 0. Alright, now let's get to the aiming settings. For sensitivity, I use 1513 and I don't use any advanced BS. I would not even recommend the advanced BS. It's kind of weird. Don't do that one. Sensitivity is something I say that depends on person to person, so I wouldn't tell you to use 1513, but I would say 1513 if you're a movement player. You want higher sensitivity, and that's why I would use 1513. It's best for movement players. If you like to stay a little back and play a little slower, I would go down around 8. I always feel like 6 and stuff is very low. I don't use that low sensitivity. I use around here because movement, I go very fast. I play the game very fast. I don't play any slow, but yeah, that's what it is for me. So if you have a playstyle like me, use the sensitivity. This one's locked, so we'll get to this one later because I have the custom sensitivity on. Sensitivity multiplier, these ones keep these default, doesn't matter. Vertical aim axis also doesn't matter. Tac stance multiplier, I have the 0.9 because basically you're kind of aiming in, so you want it to be a little slower, but you're not. It's kind of like an aiming hip fire. I keep it a little lower so you can have a little bit better aim with it, but tac stance sucks. I wouldn't even use it that often. Aim response curve type on dynamic and keep the slope on 1, so it's on the maximum strength. Yeah, this setting basically makes your aim assist have more power to it, you know what I mean? Next is ADS sensitivity multiplier focus. This one I'd keep on 1, don't really change it because, you know, it doesn't really make a difference and you're not really going to focus that often. ADS sensitivity transition time, and keep this on instant. This is very important. If you have this on gradual or anything, your sensitivity will change gradually and you don't want that. You want it to be instant. Custom sensitivity per zoom. Now, I keep this on and then I have it on these. I would actually copy these ones. I think these ones are one of the best ones you can have, but if you don't like it, you can edit it a little bit, but this is how I have it from low to high. Target aim assist on, of course, this is simple as that. And aim assist type on default, this is the best one out of all of them. Default's going to give you the most aim assist possible and the best quality aim assist possible, so that's why I just keep it default. Third person ADS correction type on assist. I mean, honestly, I don't play third person, so this is not really accurate, but no one plays third person, man. Don't even worry about this setting. Now, this is all the motions. This is for motion sensing behavior and all this. Don't have this on. This is all the gyro stuff. I mean, don't do this, man. Don't do this. I'm gonna be aiming you through right sticks and not your motion ever. Come on. Okay, starting for the gameplay settings, automatic sprint, we want automatic tactical sprint so that we automatically start tactical sprinting every time we move around. This is amazing for movement. Without this, your movement's gonna be a lot worse. You don't want that. Okay, for slide maintain sprint, you want this to be off. Reason being, when you slide and you stop your slide, you're automatically going to start sprinting and you won't actually go in the crouch position. Now, if you want to actually sprint after you slide, you just slide canceling it, get up. I feel like you have more control over your slide if you have it off, but if you don't like it, if you don't like having to always get up after you're sliding, you can turn this on. Auto move forward off, of course you don't want this to be on ever. You don't want to automatically move in this game. Single tap run is what I have here. It doesn't really matter because you have automatic tactical sprint, so this setting does not matter. Grounded mantle on so that you can mantle over things like easily. But automatic airborne mantle, you want this partial so that you don't automatically mantle over things unless it's gonna prevent a fall. So you don't want it to kill you in the game from mantling. Automatic ground mantle hang off, because you don't want it to automatically mantle or do anything. That's really weird. Now this one's the most important setting in the game right now, in my opinion. Slide behavior, slide/dive behavior. You want this on slide only. A lot of people don't know about this one because it's in the new Warzone only, and this is basically to do with the slide canceling and everything. Basically, if you have this on tap to slide, you're gonna slide when you let go of your slide button, and you don't want that. You want it to slide as soon as you press it. So you're gonna have to change this to slide only. Now the reason this is kind of sad is because you can't dive. You're sacrificing diving for slide canceling. That's your choice there. Your slide canceling is gonna suck if it's tap to slide, so you want it to be slide only. Plunging underwater, this one doesn't really matter because we have automatic tactical sprint, so it really doesn't make a difference. I just have it on trigger so that you sprint into the water and it starts moving. Parachute auto deploy on off so that it doesn't automatically deploy parachute too high. You want to deploy as low as you possibly can. This is gonna help you get to the loot faster and everything. Sprint door bash on so that you can run through doors and not have to hold square on every single one. That's kind of stupid. Ledge climb behavior mantle only, so that you can have the mantle over the ledge and not movement into it. That's gonna be kind of weird. Now combat behaviors, ADS behavior hold. Of course you don't want to tap in and it starts having it. Change zoom behavior, this one doesn't really matter too much, but I have it on sprint, tactical, sprint, focus. That's what's good for me. Focus behavior doesn't matter because I have zoom activation on sprint, tactical. So this one, right? It doesn't really matter. Equipment behavior on hold, not toggle. Again, toggling your ADS and your equipment behavior is very stupid. Don't do that. Weapon mount activation, ADS plus melee is what's worked for me. I don't use double tap ADS. I feel like that's kind of weird. Weapon mount exit delay, you want this on instant so you can instantly exit out of your weapon mount. Tactical stance activation, this one is personal preference. I use ADS plus down button. I was thinking of using double tap ADS, but I don't like that. ADS plus melee if you want, but that's the same as mounting. I would just use ADS plus down button. Tactical stance behavior on toggle, so you can toggle between the tactical stance and it doesn't automatically switch. Interact/reload behavior on prioritize interact, so that of course for the Warzone when you're picking up guns and stuff you can tap square instead of hold it. Armor plate behavior on apply, also it applies all armor plates instead of applying only one. That would be pretty, this is common sense one. ADS stick swap on off, you don't want it to switch your sticks. That's kind of weird. Backpack control and just directional buttons so that you use your D-pad to switch between them and not your left stick, so that you can actually move while using your backpack at the same time. Pleated ammo switch on so that it automatically switches when you run out of ammo. I mean, if you want you can turn this off if you don't like it, but I keep it on. I have quick C4 detonation on group. This one doesn't really matter because when you throw C4 I would just double tap square to blow it up. That's like the little shortcut to blow it up. I wouldn't throw multiple. If you want you can throw multiple, because with group you can throw multiple. If you have a 1x1 you have to detonate it and then throw another one. So I'd keep it on grouped and then double tap square when you want to blow up one. Manual fire behavior on press and not hold, because if you press for manual fire behavior it'll be a lot faster than holding. If you hold it there's a specific speed for semi-automatic guns, and if you tap press it on your own you can shoot it fast. Vehicle behaviors, this one doesn't really matter, and overlay behaviors, this doesn't matter. And yeah, best control settings for Warzone right now. Alright, so thank you for watching the video. I hope these control settings help you out a lot. Please leave a like if it actually helped you, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.